These are some of the prints that I collected and bought from Saturday and Sunday's expo. I went into the Artist Alley. It's been about 8 years since I've been to MegaCon here in Orlando, Florida. And these are just some of the many pin-up art prints that I picked up from the Artist Alley section inside. The name of the artist, his name is Nathan Szerdy, and I got his card just in case I was interested in getting more of his prints, which I'll be interested in. I'll email him. But yeah, these are some of the prints that I bought. They were 1 for $10. If you get 2, you can get the third one for free. So I took advantage of that deal on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday being the best way to get the most decent sales out of everything, since they need to get rid of it. But earlier today, I picked up, I was looking for covers and frames. So I was looking for a frame for these particular prints. They are 12 inches by 18 inches. Yeah, every single one that you see here in this video is 12 by 18, and they do have some over in Michael's, in your Michael's Arts and Crafts store, if you have them in your local area. I had a good deal on the 12 by 18 frames. Here's one of them. Only bought one because I was just gonna focus on mounting one picture, and the picture I chose to mount on my room wall was going to be the Bombshell Betty one right here. So that was the picture I was gonna mount on this particular frame. So I got this, originally it's $34.99, so close to $35, and they had a special since it's after the Easter week. They have a special on select studio decor frames. It was 55% off. So I got this for about $15. So not bad. I like the frame. They had it in other colors. They had it in a white frame and also kind of like a grayish barnwood texture. But I decided to go for the simple black frame just because I liked how flat it is on the surface. I got this for $15. It was 55% off. And when I bought this, I got a coupon, 40% off any regular item in the store. So, and that coupon expires on April 25th of this year. Yes. So I didn't get a lot of frames for these prints. I was just going to start off with one and then eventually maybe get more of the 12 by 18 prints over time. But I do like Nathan's work, and I hope that I'll be able to collect some more of his artwork, because I do like the pinup art. It's really cool. It's cool just because it's something different, and it's also like something nostalgic. So I do like the backgrounds of each of these heroines, whether it's DC or Marvel. So you can see you have over on the top you have your DC, you got Zatanna, Poison Ivy, Black Canary, and Wonder Woman, and then on the bottom I have Bombshell Betty, and then these two I have both Gwen and Mary Jane. So I'm glad I picked these two up, and I also picked up a Star Wars one. So it's like, oh, I don't know. I like the pinup. I like the garter belts and the lacings, yeah, and the stockings. I like all those stuff. So that's pretty cool. Now it's in the 12 by 18 frame that I bought. Again, the brand is Studio Decor. I got this. It was 55% off on Studio Decor frames. On select ones, they'll have the signs over at the Michael's Arts and Crafts store. Now, it looks a lot better in a frame versus without a frame. So you can see the difference. And I like the flat surface of this black frame. So now if you turn it over, you have these hooks, 1, 2, to insert your artwork. You have these little brackets on each of the sides of your frame. So there are some that are easily movable, others are kind of stuck, so you're gonna have to pry and use your nails on your fingers just to open these up. Or you have 3 hooks just in case, if depending on how you're gonna mount it. If you're gonna mount it vertically, you have these 2, and then you have, if you're mounting it vertically, you can pull the back out using these 2 ends. So you can get this at your local Michael's Arts and Crafts store. The original price is $34.99, but I got it 55% off. The next step is trying to figure out where to mount it now. I'm still have yet to decide. I just wanted to pick up a frame just to see how it looks like, and I'm really satisfied with the frame. I really like how it looks like. I'm so excited to get more of these prints if I could, and also to get frames. This is the end result of the framing. I chose to frame 3 of the artworks I got from the MegaCon convention. So I chose 3, and I'm going to explain to you how I mounted them. This is hanging wire. It measures 9 feet. You can cut these down with scissors. So I used 1 piece of hanging wire for all 3 frames, and I cut them down with a pair of scissors. You can get these from Michael's, Joann Fabrics, Walmart, any arts and crafts stores. You can get and find these wires. Also, I used a ruler to measure the space in between each frame. So I measured 4 inches. So there's a 4-inch gap between each frame. So what I have here is, it's not the same 12 by 18 frame as the one that you see up on the wall. This is just a sample of an 8 by 10 back of the frame, because I don't want to lift them up from the hooks, so I decided to just show you this one. It's also from Michael's, so they have the same hooks that you'll see on the 12 by 18 frames. What I'm going to explain to you is basically how to do it. It's really self-explanatory. You're going to use the wire that you saw earlier, and then you'll wrap it on both of the hooks that you'll see on the back of your frame. So you will do a double knot on one end of the hook, and the other end of your wire do another double knot on the other hook, so that you can use the wiring as a hanger to hang on your clip. So you can hang it vertically or horizontally, whichever you prefer. It's really easy. I thought it was going to be complicated. It really isn't, and it stays pretty well. As you can see, I've hung this now for the past week, and I haven't had any problems with it falling down. The only thing is, it's just a matter of when you look at it from far away, you always have that thought that, is it straight or is it crooked? So I use a level. You can also use a level for straightening and also to mark measurements. So I use this as a ruler, because on this end of your level you have a measurement table that will help you measure the space in between the frames. So I said I measured 4 inches between each space, so there's a 4-inch gap. And I also use the level. As you can see, the liquids on 1, 2, and 3 parts of your level. I use that as an indicator to see if it's straight or not. So this is really helpful when you're mounting, especially frames, because you want to maintain that it's straight the whole time. So this is really helpful. This level, you can get this at Lowe's. That's where I got it from. You can find it at Walmart, Home Depot. You just need a level. Doesn't have to be as fancy as this, as long as it serves its purpose of maintaining straightness for your frames or other objects that you're going to mount on the wall. Okay. So in the future, I am going to plan to get more of these 12 by 18 frames to frame the other artworks that I've collected from the MegaCon convention, and to fill those dark spots with more frames from end to end. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a great night.